So I've come to a place in Northumberland called Blawearie. Now, it is a bit of a Scottish theme there, and it's actually near a place called Old Berwick. Old Berwick being a place quite near Alnwick, well, about 12 miles west of Alnwick. And there's all sorts to see here apparently. You've got some prehistoric ruins. You've got an old abandoned farmstead called Blawearie, which, by the way, apparently translates to tired of the wind. Now, that could be a dietary problem they've had, but in my opinion it's not. So we're going to go up there, see what we find. The surroundings that I'm standing in now are truly one of the most spectacular countrysides in the whole of the UK. We're going to take a walk up here to this abandoned farmstead, which is often called or referred to as fairy or fey, and I can't wait to get up there. It's a sort of emotional connection with the landscape that you've just got to search for when you're a photographer. And even if you're not a photographer, it doesn't matter. Just to go up and be in a place that evokes so much feeling, so much passion for the surrounding area. I think it's a privilege to be in this part of the country. There's no particular time scale for doing what I'm doing, so I am taking it quite slowly. And to be honest, that's partly because I'm not that fit. So I can't run up hills like Mr. Tom Heaton does in his videos. And if you haven't checked out Tom's videos, you have to do that. He's an awesome photographer and an equally good vlogger. So check him out. So I haven't got a time scale for this, so I'm just going to take my time, because now it's about 7:30 in the evening. We're going to start to get the golden light will start, and everything should be bathed in that most beautiful magical light, the golden hour. This is Blawearie Ken. And it's actually a burial site. I believe it's from the Bronze Age. And if we have a look at it, the centre of it does have some stones, and according to what I've read, there was 4 burials found here with things like, it was like necklaces and flint knives and some pottery. I think it was first excavated in the 19th century. And here's I think that's a kist, isn't it? Thank you, time team. Yeah, stone-lined burial. So, we're here. We're here, and it's Blair, what is it? I forgot what it's called. Blawearie. Yes, Blawearie. Because we've got some side light coming on here, as you can see, there's some lovely shadows and bright highlights there in the Blawearie buildings. It just seemed a good idea to take a shot while I'm here. So I don't think there's anything more than the sensible 7.1 to go here. We don't particularly want to blur any backgrounds. The sky's nice and blue. I'm using a really wide angle, well, it's going to be about 20 to 24 millimeters. And in this particular instance, because I'm exactly at 90 degrees to the sun, if I use a polarizing filter with a wide lens, you're going to get that dark patch in the middle, which I don't mind, but sometimes the images, it detracts from the image if you got that. So I'm just going to do a pretty straightforward, yeah, oh, it's beautiful. Got a nice leading line there from the track. I like that. Anyway, yep, that's a good one. Let's go and have a look at it, eh? They weren't kidding when they said there was almost like a presence here. So obviously at some time there was a sign on there. I wonder if it's... Whoa. Oh wow, there's even a swing. Oh, gotta go on the swing. How have I not found this before? Oh, there's 2 swings, 3 swings. I tell you what, when you come here, be careful. I've been nettled 3 times already, and they're quite potent nettles. So let's go inside. So maybe this was a barn. You've got these little... See, somebody's had a fire here. You've got little slots in here, obviously for defence. So these buildings were used by the military during World War II. So what they looked like originally, obviously, I think sort of very similar to Scottish crofts, I'm guessing. Got a latch here, so some sort of gated structure, but it's obviously stone floored. Now that's interesting. I wonder what that was. Obviously, maybe for, you see this is obviously in stables or where you put cows, so it's easy to clean maybe. My goodness, the view they had wasn't a bad one. I'm going to one of the neighbouring, slightly larger type rooms, crofts. Not really very much. Interestingly, it's got a door here with a door jamb. That's interesting. Oh, the metalwork's still here. And then, but you've got a door on the other side. Now, I've been to a lot of these sort of croft places and I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness, this is just an awesome place. I am definitely coming back here. So look, I think there might have been a building there too. How much renovation was done by the army, I really don't know.
Oh, you turn me stone cold. Stone cold.
Oh, I see what they mean about the fairy or the fae feeling you get here. Look at this down here. Oh, people definitely lived down here, didn't they? Holy moly. I'm getting a lump in my throat here. This is just so amazing. You can see the touches of man here. I mean, obviously this wall. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, look, these are a little staircase. Now, for this bit here that I'm in, it's quite clear that I'm at the wrong time of day to photograph it because there's no sun in it. It's pretty much in shade. But it's so easy to get to and so accessible. You're not going to get a taste of what this is. You really aren't going to. You have to come. There's no two ways about it. You have to come here. Oh my goodness, it goes on and on. This is almost like a walled off area. Okay, I'm going to have to go round and come in that way. Beautiful flowers there. Are they rhododendrons? I'm not sure. Oh, do you know what? This is the sort of place you could do the most beautiful photo shoot. With these logs. Oh, do you know what? I'm getting another lump in my throat here. Older I get, it's more connected I do get to nature. I just have no words. So for those of you who live rather further south than I do, appreciate that when you come up here in the summer, you can pretty much read a book, if you've got good eyesight anyway, you can read a book at midnight. I've done it myself. I've done it at Dunstanburgh when I've been in Dunstanburgh overnight, at the end of June that was. But yeah, as you can see, videoing at night. There you go. So I don't know if you can hear that. There's something going on the moors in Northumberland, because we seem to have a helicopter flying around, making a bit of a racket. But to be quite honest, it's just an amazing place. But I think I've taken all the shots I can. I think I said earlier in the video, it's not going to get much darker than this, so we're not going to see lots and lots of stars. And funnily enough, there was a couple of guys came by, a couple of guys who've pretty much grown up coming to this area. They came to this area when they were at school, and it's never changed. So they said that the time to come back here is October to February, when the stars are just the stars, and I know exactly what they mean. I know when the Milky Way opens up, it's fabulous. And a great tip as well, I've been told, the garden bit over there with the crags, apparently they tell me you can even see the aurora from there. Now that would be a canny backdrop with this building, maybe with the aurora. I think this is going to be rather good. Thanks for coming along. Loved having you here. I love being out, even though it's it's a little eerie now, actually, to be honest, but I love being out. So thank you for coming along, and hopefully you found it interesting. See you next time.